Difficult part was Morgan Rogers. Nothing else. Lenny Yoro didn't have his best game. Let him come inside twice.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Pause.
The problem is when he changed his formation, he had Dogu as the left wing, bro. So you see, we're going nowhere, bro. They do have now a potential long-term injury for Isak. It might be a bone fracture, and that you're out for a season, man. I know, spending 135 million, 40, 50 million, then the player comes in, scores 2 goals, and gets injured for the rest of the season, yo.
What, 70 mil ago?
Oh.
Going 9 men down, they even still got more chances. But when they actually cut it to 2-1, I'm thinking, interesting. What's going to happen here? 2-2. Then I saw who scored. Richarlison. I was like, this game is ending 2-1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Four at the Back podcast. I'm your host, your sick host, Ted Kodawa. These are my co-hosts, Alex. Yeah. Well, we are missing one co-host. I guess he just, I think, I don't know. His heart couldn't take all the Garnacho misses or something. I'm not too sure what it was, but I think this Arsenal fan might be able to.
Yeah, there's a multitude of so one, the Garnacho misses, his up and down nature, because I think there was a bit of excitement after his Carabao Cup performance, only for him to get back to his regular programming. Plus the fact that United may have looked like they were progressing. I think it took a lot out of our brother Kematino. He's our number one hater of the great Manchester United. So it took a toll on him.
I think since Amorim started changing tactics, he's not been feeling well.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what's going on? Yes, Kinate will not be joining us today. We expect him back next episode for sure, 100%. And I do apologize for my voice. It's been a long week, and it is the winter here. I am known as the Winter Soldier, but brave in the winter is yes. Anyway, brave in the winter is hard. It's always been hard, but we keep pushing. It's why I'm here. Without you guys, without your love and support, I don't think I would make it here. So thank you guys. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into it. Quite an interesting. Actually, no, let me stop lying, guys. It's been a boring weekend. And not because United lost, but genuinely, I don't see where anything of substance was in terms of speaking about the highlights of the weekend. But
there are a couple highlights, I'd say.
Okay, fair enough. But let's go step by step. Let's start off with because there's a few talking points. And then we're going to start off with Manchester United versus Aston Villa at Villa Park. Aston Villa, before the game, 9-game win streak, wanting to make it 10. There was another streak there, which was Bouqets.
What streak was that?
He had lost 6 games. All 6 games that he had started this season, he has lost. Was he going to make it 7? Was Aston Villa going to make it 10? Well, quite the clash, people. Yeah. Quite the clash.
But we knew. I mean, some of us knew.
Once I saw the lineup, it was unfortunate that Kobe Mino got injured after waiting for him to get moments to play. Then this happens. I mean, the script writers are like, come on, guys, man, give him a break. But I saw Ugarte on the lineup. I saw Dogu. And I was like, and I also, I just have to make do with the low, bro. But
he was used to the problems this time.
Dogu and Ugarte in the lineup, and I was like, we're gonna have to carry a few people in this pitch now, and you're asking a lot without your key players who've now gone off to AFCON. You've got Mbumo and Ahmad, and Mazraoui as well, all on at AFCON, and those are going to be huge misses for Man United. And it was going to be a difficult game from the get-go. But to be honest, watching that game, the difficult part was Morgan Rogers, nothing else. And yes, in the heat of the moment, yes, you can blame. You have few people to blame. Yes, we have Linear didn't have his best game. You know, let him come inside twice.
Pause. But go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he let Morgan Rogers get on the inside twice.
Yeah.
And you know,
Once better.
call it in.
He was not shy.
He was
He was not shy.
no, yeah, I don't know what he was. He was like once better than even more. I'm like, what's going on? And those were those 2 moments of brilliance that obviously got the 3 points for Aston Villa. I think for large parts of the game, United were they handled the game really well. Aston Villa didn't do much. United controlled the game. Surprisingly so, even with having Bouqets in the midfield. I don't know if you guys will see it
here and there, but
I don't know if you guys were seeing him trying to switch the ball.
Yeah,
And he wasn't even on the other side of the pitch. He was in the center side of the pitch, trying to switch it to the wing. I feel like, Tyrone, please, if you can put in a clip of that. Yeah, I know you know what clip I'm talking about. But, oh, God.
I personally can go to the pitch as I am.
I just
Now.
switch it right now.
And
you can switch it.
I can switch the play.
Oh,
But
my days. I think I can switch with my wicket. What is happening?
But to be honest, though, I mean, you're focused on saying that Morgan Rogers was the main problem that Man U had, which is true. But I also think that, I mean, your defense has been something that's been a little bit porous throughout the season, right? That's nothing new. Ugati. What the heck?
Forrest, why are you open?
I was trying to be polite.
It's been an issue. I think,
But my point was that I think you guys could have outscored them and won the game.
yes, we should have.
You should have outscored them. Like, there are some chances that Cunha got that were just the curl was just almost there, almost there.
The header
The header down, perfectly
header-
executed, just there.
There should have been a goal in the sense of
Yeah.
United created enough good chances to win the game.
They were very good
Although
chances.
we didn't. The thing is, this is the Premier League, and that will happen. It's that you need to keep the ball out of your own net. That is the only way you win games. It's fair enough to try to outscore the opponent, but every minute they get a good chance,
It's going
it's going in. Like the defenders
It
are not.
wasn't even a good chance. Like the first goal that Morgan Rogers scored, you can't say there's a threat there.
Yeah, the first goal was almost criminal by Lenny.
Europe.
In Europe,
It is a good touch, but I wouldn't say it's amazing because
So, like, his control?
with like Wayne Rooney, where he stops it dead. He controlled it, yes, but it took him
Went to the top.
It took him way away from the goal. So now as a defender, you're like, okay, good. Now what you
there.
have to do is show him the touchline, block the cross. Maybe it ricochets off Morgan Rogers, you get a goal kick, or it ricochets, gets a corner. We're fine. We can deal with that. But Euro decided to watch him get the ball on the touchline. Watched him. Oh, his stronger foot, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I
So
should.
don't worry, I'll
should
show
let
you.
him cut in.
Yeah, just go
No,
back.
once I let him cut in, should I let him have a little bit more space once he gets into the box?
I should do that.
Yeah, I think I should.
Social distance. Yeah, social distance.
Yeah.
COVID times, right? Yeah.
And then, oh, what's that? He's looking up. Oh, he's picking a spot. Oh, maybe now is when I should lunge and close him down. No.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
I don't think that's a good idea. I need.
Now, we might get a penalty. I shouldn't get too close to that.
Yeah,
I can't risk that.
And I think I have him in my fantasy still. Don't let him score on, you know what I'm saying? But generally, that's how it looked. It looked like he was, as a defender, yeah? Fair enough. This is a league of pros, and it is not easy but you are not allowed to let this player cut to his stronger foot in the form that he is in. He knows he's going to back himself to score that right now.
Mind you, that was not his first shot. It happened once.
Yeah, it happened once before.
Once before.
And Linear let him do it.
Yeah.
That was a warning. Let him do it again. He got scored.
Yeah.
And then the third time.
And he scored again.
That
Like, oh, okay, maybe I should be closing him. Yeah.
look, that was a poor game from Leniero. But I think the inexperience, I think having both Heaven and Euro playing at the same time, you can see the issues there. I think the communication isn't there. For the other centre back to tell the other one, yo, you need to lock in. You need to lock in. You need to cover your man. Make sure you get tacked to him. Don't let him shoot. I don't let you you block, try hurt him, do whatever you need to do to make sure that he does not shoot that ball. That's not there. Right now, you need leaders like the lead is someone who's very vocal and is also very aggressive. That's what you need in there. Yeah, and we don't have that right now, and that's why we keep conceding a lot of goals. But I think that is something that, with the trajectory we're going with, something that should be plugged in the future. I think right now United is focusing obviously still and kind of getting their attack and midfield sorted out. And speaking about that, yeah, they have been linked to Antoine Semenyo for £65 million. That is his release clause. And yes, at the moment there's two teams in the race for him. And that's Man United and Manchester City. So you've got obviously both of them trying to sell, like this is the project you've got going on. Basically, I feel like United is gonna say, you basically start for us every week.
That's the only thing you guys.
Now the question is where though.
You know where he's going.
Left wing back.
You know where
left
he's going.
wing back.
Let me not lie to you. If Ahmad was playing wing before Amrim came here, and he's had to make do. But the thing is, and again, I commend him for this. The last 2 games, he has changed his tactics. He has changed his tactics in game and have Ahmad up much forward. And also the same thing. The problem is he changed it today when he changed his formation. He had Dogo as the left wing, bro. So you see, we're going nowhere, bro.
He had an assist. Mind you could have had 2.
Yes, he actually put it over lips. Yeah, for Matthias.
You could have had 2 assists.
It's very true. But I think it was Kun was so shocked that coach here. He wasn't expecting it, bro. Sometimes you just put yourself in a position like, oh damn.
Yeah, that was
okay. You actually crossed a good one. Oh man. Why can't he be crossing like that every day, man? That way he won't surprise me. Nah, but fair enough. He did have that was the one good cross he had in the game. Out of like 15, bro. Oh God. But anyway, that is the scenario we've got in our left wing back Zine. So I think for a player like Semenyo, you have to give assurances. Even for him, I feel like if I were him, if you're not coming in for me, and I'm like, they're like, yes, you're gonna play every game. Okay, what are the guarantees that you're gonna try and get the best out of me and how I play? So like those are the kind of guarantees you need. If I'm gonna be like, you know what, I've been tweaking things here and there, and this is how we're gonna be playing. It might be looking like you're starting wing back, but as the game progresses, we're gonna push you forward and what or not. Those are the kind of guarantees. Because if you look at the other side for Man City, Pep is gonna tell you, bro, rotation. Rotation. But
rotation.
You're guaranteed a trophy.
True.
At some point.
Rotation, but then there's Champions League, there's the English Premier League, like there's a lot more to win.
There's more to win. Definitely more to win there. It's easier to win things there, obviously. So that's what you're marking on is looking at. Now it depends on what Semenyo is looking for. Are you looking for the challenge of being the crop of players that bring United back to the top of where they need to be? Or you go to City, you're gonna be playing probably half of the games that you played at Bournemouth.
Definitely. Absolutely.
But success is gonna be there. So it's up to you now.
Yeah,
it's up to you to decide which one.
An interesting fact is that's starting to come up a bit more is the rumors of Pep actually
leaving.
As well. That's a big, I think, a factor for a player, especially when you're not sure who the manager may be. Some manager will be linked. But we'll get to that as well. So, but another span in the works as well is the Liverpool and Salah situation, depending on if he makes a move this January as well, and Liverpool decide to replace him with Semenyo. That could also be an interesting one to watch for. But I think that probably most likely will be United or City.
I don't see Liverpool throwing more money again. Well,
I think now
we'll
get to Liverpool, but
they
do have now a potential long-term injury for Isak.
That's exactly plus that and
so now you've got David Ornstein coming out earlier today speaking about how it might be a bone fracture, and that's. You're out, man.
For the season.
Hoping,
you're out for a season, man. I know spending 135 million, 40, 50 million. and then the player comes in, scores 2 goals, and gets injured for the rest of the season, yo. Man, oh man, that ain't
That's what 70 mil ago.
Oh. I had something to do with that assist.
From the,
You get to that.
we'll get to that.
Finish up with Manchester.
But yes, with United, yes, I think with again we have to mention Bruno Fernandes, man, getting an
Yes,
injury.
that injury, the injury crisis right now is actually not a little bit serious. Every team is facing it, and the worst part is that, even great like December alone is a tough period. Then you add on AFCON players leaving some of the clubs. Then you add on January is also going to be a tough period for many teams. They're going to be playing 6, 7, 8 games in a span of 4 weeks. Yeah, it's extremely tough for all the teams right now. Especially now for you guys now with Manu. I actually don't know what you're gonna do. You cannot replace Bruno Fernandes. You do not have a replacement for Bruno Fernandes. So I don't know what new system that Amorim is gonna have to cook up to find, because he's your creative outlet. Well, he's one of your key creative outlets, right? And also your goal scoring threat. Like this is one of the I think it's very painful. Do you know how long the
It's projected to be a month at least. So it either comes on towards the end of January or beginning of Feb. This guy rarely gets injured.
Yeah, he rarely. I can't remember the last time I heard that Bruno was.
He doesn't get injured. He only misses games because of suspensions. I kid you not. Out of he's been in United for over 5 years, he's never missed a game through injury, bro. It's just suspensions, bro. So seeing him get injuries, this is shocking. That's shocking, bro. Especially when when it happened, because he intercepted a pass and then he wasn't moving because he was looking at the ball, and then he's like,
something doesn't feel right.
Okay, wait, what? Then he kicks the ball out. He was like, hey, yo, my hamstring, bro. He's like, was that really my hamstring? So the ref comes and asks him, yo,
are you good?
Are you good? Should we call the medic? Nah, I'm good. This guy played the rest of the half with that hamstring issue, bro. And he also got a shot, but then he had a chance to score again, which he put it on his left to try and play it, obviously. He took a corner, with you know what, this guy, anyway,
he's a trooper.
But it's going to be interesting to see how it works now. I think Amon is going to have to tweak his formation a lot more now. But what I will say, and I will repeat again, I commend him for changing his formation last 2 games. We may not have won those games, but the way we played is much more promising. You can expect more out of that in the long term. That's all I was asking for before. Rather than seeing something that's the same thing and sticking to it and not getting... No, you see, when you change and you see progress and you see we were actually better than the other team, on another day we win. Fair enough. I can't blame you on anything. And then you also dealing with Bouqets and Doom, man. Yeah, this is dialogue too, man. You know what?
If we keep on listing, a few players.
But
there's some stuff there.
That's you know what? Fair enough. But also he also gave debuts to two youngsters. Academy graduates. Good. That's Jack Fletcher and Shea Lacey. Good players. Good players. The Fletcher family looks like the generations are, keep playing. But good for them. But you know what? Enough about Man United. We will speak more about them when it comes to the next weekend's preview. And we move on to the next game, which would be Newcastle versus Chelsea.
This one was just, you asked me, during the week when we were busy chilling, and you asked whether you think Chelsea and Newcastle are going to win. And I said that I'm not 100% sure, but I think we should win. We should get something out of it. We did get something out of it. Barely, but we did get something out of it. Honestly, I'll start with Newcastle. Voltemade should have had a few more goals.
Should have had a hat-trick.
He should have had a hat-trick. There were some great chances that he got. I'm not counting his first goal because that one was just a gift from Chelsea defense, wrapped and signed. Christmas was kept ready for him.
Actually, let's speak on that. The first goal, it was interesting to see.
Who are we talking about?
Keeper.
Malo, Robert Sanchez, or Chalobah?
Your goalkeeper for Voltemade shirt. What? what is he doing?
We've mentioned him.
Tyrone, pull up that picture just for the for the viewers to see. But basically, what happened was that a shot came across, as a cross came across. There's is it Harvey Barnes? I think from the left.
Anthony Gordon.
Anthony Gordon. Sorry, Anthony Gordon hit the ball. Keeper dived. He missed, but like
Mind
you know,
he's like he's
Snake hit the ball. And then keeper was on the floor inside the post.
inside the goal.
Malo Gusto's already on the floor. Chalobah gets the ball, goes to kick it, slips and falls down. And then Voltamade is right there with an open net, so he shoots. But Robert Sanchez decides to dive while he's inside the goal to dive further into the goal.
On the extreme left.
He was nowhere near the ball. He was just doing it for, just to
Photo.
and unlike my new goalkeeper was busy watching Morgan Rogers or the shots go in. That's Christ. Put in an effort. Put
It's
in
not
an
about
effort.
that. We know what he's doing. He's getting pictures for the gram. That's all Sanchez is doing. He knows he has no chance.
There was no way.
And then this guy, he's in the net.
even if they had saved the ball, he was already crossed the line.
Why was he even happy?
There was no point. There was no point. But yeah, Chalobah, mistake once again. I've always said this and I'll still stand by it. I still think that Chalobah and Fofana are our best centre back pairing that we have for this season. That does not mean that they're fantastic. That does not mean that they're a wall. We have seen these mistakes happen. Chalobah yet again. But I still stand behind them with this one because the alternatives I just can't handle them. I'm not putting in Tosin. I'm not putting in Baliashio. I'd rather die with Chalobah than take Tosin or Baliashio. But anyway, moving on from that. There are some nice highlights from that, Reece James had a fantastic free kick,
Now is when you should talk about free kicks, not like last week.
Well,
Talk about attempts. This was
I
not.
don't, it was just loading, it was a preview. And then also, that's why it's called St. James Park. Because of Reece James.
He mopped it. It was a walk in the park for him. That free kick.
You can help us.
He strolled into it. But I think for that very critic, definitely like the distance warrants the starting position for the keeper to be a bit more in the center of the goal. I'm not sure what Ramsdale was thinking with the quality that Reece James has. The wall isn't doing.
So it was Reece and Cole Palmer standing over the ball. I don't think he's a huge voice in
that distance. It is going to go up. It has the time to go down.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be on the left side of the goal. So please take the necessary procedures to be able to get there, because whoever you may be, whatever pace you may have, if it's put in the right place as this James did,
that thing was like right side net.
You're not getting
just looking at the entire.
But it's amazing. Not taking anything away from Reece James. Amazing free kick. And that's a captain's goal. Rallied your team. I think, honestly, it was a game of two halves. I have no idea how it was still 2-0 at halftime, because you clearly thought it was a puck. You came
too relaxed.
You were too relaxed. Chance after chance after chance.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, again, you can look at it as drop points, or maybe getting a point back. But it was a good reaction from, I think, the team and Maresca as well, bringing on Enzo. I think that gave you guys a little bit more solidity in the midfield, took a little bit more control of the game. But I mean, it's I don't know, Chelsea. I've not heard any title race discussions for the last couple of weeks. To short and sweet.
Yeah,
but
no, we don't always have to be challenging for the title. We can just just nudge a little bit, then do our thing, and then we'll it's barely halfway through the season. Like, I don't know why in such a hurry. Arsenal fans always think they've won at the end of December. Relax, bro. This time. But anyway,
why are you so defensive?
No.
What's it be like? You'll be like your defenders, bro.
Oh, I slip and fall.
Actually, speaking of your defenders,
guys, more
that's Wesley Fofana and Trevor Chalobah. Now, actually, leave out Fofana. That's handball, give or take. It happens. That's his natural position. Now, Mr. Chalobah, front and center. Probably the Chalobah, flying through Anthony Gordon. How was that not a penalty? I mean, we'll come to. I also have a case too. We're in court. We met each other in court. Huh? Tremor Chalba. What happened there?
You know, I could try and tell you that, you know, some bullshit story about how he got the ball first or something like that. But
You took him.
But to be fair, I generally think this is one of those rare times where not rare in this particular case, rare that VAR got the decision slightly wrong.
It's a rare deceit, the rare time.
Yeah.
like
when I say rare in this case, what I mean is that usually VAR got a decision wrong where it's like they give something when it shouldn't have been given. Very rarely have I seen that they don't give something that should have been given. At least I find that one is more common than this one. But nevertheless, yeah, it should have been one. Am I complaining? No, because
I was waiting
would have made things worse for us, bro. We're already struggling as it is.
But waiting to see a wonderful penalty. One of the best penalty takers in.
to Volga and the appropriate top.
Yeah, if it was Voltemade, you think the step and the top corner there.
Actually, yeah,
But I'm not that.
by that point.
I'm really not sure how that wasn't a penalty, but I think this weekend
There's a couple of VAR things
they decided
went over their heads.
Yeah, maybe people who are Christmas period. Somebody
checked out.
somebody in the VR room was sending Christmas messages to their families and forgot what happened. And it's like, oh, stick with the on-field decision.
But what you say? Yeah, stick it out.
But with their chances and even and Anthony Lang as well coming on, that's also criminal. The fact that
he didn't make the pass.
They off to, I think it was Guimaraes or a Newcastle midfield who ran
with and bounce.
The full pitch,
the full length of the pitch, and then he tries to curl it in, and then stands looking like, oh, oops.
This is someone who can score a single goal the whole season. Where is the confidence?
Yeah,
You know, it was Morgan Rogers trying that.
Yeah, I would say okay that is desperation, not really confidence. It's just I need a goal. I need to get something.
When things are not going your way, and you have two players there standing, square to win the game. When you guys are 3-0 up in another game,
then you can try those things. True. That is a
for me. I think actually this is not there've been a couple of leads Newcastle have given away, and mind you, they were at some point, if not last season, quite a resolute. Newcastle goes a goal ahead, and
that's it.
You have to even throw the kitchen sink to get a clear chance. So it's interesting. They're not where they're supposed to be, I think, in the league. But we'll see what happens in the Champions League. But I think it's looking like they're not the same team as last season for sure.
They're not the same team. But speaking of running up the length of the pitch, as a Chelsea supporter, I'm extremely happy that João Pedro got a goal.
Oh yes,
another
strength.
Another Robert Sanchez assist. Some say that he has more assists than Wirtz. Not some, which is fact. It's true. But besides that. I was actually surprised that João Pedro scored that goal, to be honest. He's not the kind of striker he is. I did not expect him to do something like that.
That's a Diego Costa.
Yeah, even me, I was like, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. But yeah, it was a well taken goal. It was João Pedro. Yeah, you were saying correctly.
When I watched that goal, I was like, wow, impressive touch with the head.
Yeah.
Because it had the defender cooked. Because
it was scrambling.
Oscar, he's hit it intentionally.
Yeah.
This way, and the do not know where the defender was going.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, why commit so
much?
Why commit so much knowing there's no cover? And then once he was cooked like that, done.
That's alright.
You don't expect Ramsdale to save none. There was.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't the. It was a good finish.
It was a good finish, but like it was very close to the keeper, just under here.
You get a keeper who knows how to use their feet.
Yeah,
say that. But again,
more tough. But still,
all in all, good finish.
He did what's necessary, and that's what matters.
Is that he was supposed to do?
Yeah.
Fair. Newcastle should have probably gotten more out of that game. But you know what? Chelsea did well enough to hang on.
They did well enough to hang on. Generally, this based on the past two games I've spoken about, those are the two games that I was most interested in for this week, and I'm extremely disappointed in them because both teams did not do what I want them to do. Chelsea did not win, and Man U did not win because now the table is not looking good, at least for a Chelsea supporter. Aston Villa are now 7 points ahead of Chelsea.
I keep telling you.
something like that. It's
I'm telling you this now. Aston Villa will ban out.
you know, you say they're going to burn out, but I also know that Chelsea still have 3-4 competitions and they have 9 games in 27 days in the next month.
I didn't say Chelsea will take their place.
Okay. You see, now you should clarify. That's what I'm saying. I'm still stressed.
You didn't say it was United either.
I didn't say that.
Liverpool? Question?
What I do know is that Aston Villa will burn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't care about the rest of the pack. I'm just talking about Chelsea. And I was like, the major problem was that. But nevertheless, because you see, the thing was that if you guys had decided to do something in that game and actually win, then we would then only have a 2-point deficit to deal with when I'm playing them next week. But now we'll talk about that in the previous.
But how about you also just be winning your games? You know that would also help you guys, you know?
No, we got a point.
Now, fair enough, but how about you just be winning them?
Yeah, you guys could even at least head up to a draw.
No.
That also would have helped us.
United is dealing with United.
No, let's be fair, but still.
United is dealing with their own problems.
Yeah, we can't carry others.
Why are we carrying yours?
Because we're also dealing with ours. We're dealing with Chalobah. I know you have your Dallos and your Bouqets. Also, we have our Chalobahs.
Well, at a point we had Martinez and Ogatas on the midfield.
Should we compare our problems?
They're not the same. As in, anyway. We'll move on to the next fixture. I feel like if you look at the stats and maybe how the game might be portrayed at the end, it looks like it was a fiery fixture, but it wasn't. Quite the boring game. Oh God, Liverpool versus Tottenham.
Oh my.
Yeah, on paper it looks like something. 2 red cards, 3 goals shared between 2 teams. it looks like it's supposed to be a fun game.
Yeah. For those,
it was not.
Yeah, for those who are in North America, for those who have the VPNs of any kind, if you can kindly watch the football highlights, that's Football Sports TV. The first 2 minutes of the highlights are basically the Xavi Simons red card exhibit. So that tells you
that was also at the 30th minute in the game.
Yes,
and the highlights are 5 minutes and 42 seconds.
So 2 seconds. Yeah. So pretty much, really and truly, Spurs. Liverpool didn't. I don't think they played well, in my opinion.
They could have 6xG.
But Spurs just handed the victory to them. And then decided that they wanted to try and make a comeback, only for then Romero to kick out right in front of the referee. It's like, it's if the part of the dark which I think I can confidently say that Gabriel and Sakita, the dark you do these things when the referee is when it's not his head, when his hand is there. You don't kick out and the referee is 3 steps.
Then the cameras.
Surely.
You're looking for a goal, and yet you lash out like that.
And still, actually, even with 9 men, mind you, even actually it felt like after the Xavi Simons record is when Tottenham even started playing better. And then again with the going 9 men down, they even still got more chances. But when they actually cut it to 2-1, I'm thinking, interesting. What's going to happen here? 2-2. Then I saw who scored. Richarlison. I was like, this game is this game is ending 2-1. But I think for Liverpool, I mean, you take at this point, you take the 3 points, especially with the form they've been having, and now I think that's 3 or 4 wins in a row. About 3 wins in a row, and for all their troubles, they're I think level on points.
They're level on points with Chelsea. They're currently 5th. Just depends on just lower than us on goals.
Yeah, it's with the goals they've conceded, which is it's interesting.
Again, it's not sustainable. It's bound to come bite them in the ass again.
That's true.
It will turn again where they will get people who punish them.
But to their credit, in the past, let's say a month and let's say 6 weeks, 5 weeks, they have been playing better than they were playing in September and October.
Yeah.
So there is some. I'm not saying
which the bar.
It is not. The bar's rate is very low. It's not great improvement, but there is a little bit of improvement now. And for me, what I'm thinking about is seeing now how they're gonna be handling not playing with Salah, of course, for AFCON, leaving alone these other things, and then also that Isak injury.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. We really hope. Yeah, yeah.
I
really hope
generally
it's
think
not too
it doesn't.
serious.
It's not a well. It's
Hopefully.
very unfortunate for Isak to get the injury, but missing Salah and Isak doesn't really change much for Liverpool.
Yeah.
They weren't playing that much, and they weren't even playing that much.
No, that's true.
I bet if it was a Ekitike getting injured, I would have said that's a big shift.
Yes.
But for Liverpool, it's good you've mentioned that. For the last 4 weeks, they've been better because they have a better goalkeeper. Because that's Alisson came back.
Yeah.
So now they concede less. You see, it would have been a different story if they still had Mamadashvili in there. But having that goalkeeper, obviously, it can propel you to get 3 points in some cases, yeah? So it's good for them, but I think Liverpool still a way to go. Still a ways to go.
No, definitely. When I was saying improvement, I don't mean that they're good now. I just meant like I can see they're playing slightly better than they were playing before. Do I still think, like you're saying, like they're playing better, yes, but they're also scraping by once again.
I don't think they're playing better, in my opinion. I just think they have someone to help them at the goalpost. Because when you watch these games, these teams are still creating chances, more chances than Liverpool, be it home or away. It's not that you've got someone keeping them out of the net now.
And then you have also somebody contributing.
Yes, and Ekitike
as well.
is also scoring them goals.
Yeah.
So it's a big. Those are the only two differences. It's not them playing better. It's the striker doing his job and the goalkeeper doing his job.
Okay.
Simple as. And I think for Tottenham, out of the 8 home games they've had this season, they've won 1.
Yeah, they have
They've lost like 7.
record.
They've lost 7 or 6.
Yeah, I think at this point to give your fans a refund or something.
Look,
Surely.
season ticket holders.
Oh,
Tell them we
it's at home. Hey.
You know.
We can
Tottenham did pro. Actually, no, they didn't lose 7 because we drew with them.
Yeah, 5-6.
This one they drew.
Big difference.
And mind you, you helped them draw that game actually.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Genuinely. You know,
It's I think now, well, he was before, but definitely now there's a lot of pressure on Thomas Frank, because at this point I'm not sure where their season goes, and it's one of those difficult ones where when you're in limbo, you're not really challenging for anything, then you start to slip further and further down the table. And mind you, I think they finished 16th, 16th
Yeah,
last season.
Last season, yeah.
So I mean, I'm loving it, but objectively look at it, I think Spurs fans
16. No, Spurs? They finished 17th. Please. Get it correct.
Yeah.
They were the 4th worst team in the league. The other 3 got relegated.
Then there was another team up above them.
Yeah, that's
That was West Ham. Now above West Ham.
I was gonna be like, there's someone here who knows very well what the bottom of the table look like.
But yeah, so basically, I mean, it doesn't look like anything has. They did make some investments. They're not obviously doing that well, clearly, and I mean, basically they're on the same form trajectory as they did last season, if not barring a couple extra points. But it's looking like a mid-table finish. Yeah, table finish, and yeah.
Thomas Franks, his philosophy is too pragmatic. It's too risk averse. I think when he was at Brentford, they were banking on too much of individual brilliance from Mbumo and Wisse. You know, if you look at the goals that Hummer was scoring on that season for Brentford, some of them were like wowzers. That's like an individual thing.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. And both him and Wisse had that connection going, and it was good. And then now you've got Tottenham, obviously a big haul. They've brought in different players, but
they're not really.
You know, when you look at it, Van de Ven is still your top scorer, man.
Hey, I do forgotten about that.
That's a problem. Yeah. It's a problem.
I mean, like what's happening in Chelsea in one,
and he hasn't scored in like 2 months.
Yeah, because yes, you've lost, mind you, very creative players. Kulusevski, Madison, probably on top, chance creators of last season. But I mean, you should have enough to get contribution from somewhere.
They need Xavi Simmons, but he's not. I mean, he's getting red cards. That's what he's getting.
I think at this point he probably has 2 or something. If not one in the Champions League, and
He has more red cards than the Tottenham.
yeah.
Damn.
Better it all work out.
It's not working out. I can tell you that.
At the moment, it isn't. But I mean, hopefully, he's a good. You can see
He's a
he's
decent
up
player.
there and there. It's just getting the hang of the
Premier League, yes, definitely. I mean, there's other counterparts from the Bundesliga. But yeah, we'll move on.
There are many of those.
Yeah, we'll move on. Now we have a certain locomotive of a team that's not stopping. Man.
Mhm.
These guys, this robotic team, every year, well, not every year, last year they were shit, but every year barring last year, these guys, man, Manchester City, what are we going to say about these guys? They've already caught up to Arsenal. Now it's just, they're just waiting for Arsenal to drop one game, and that's it.
curtains.
That's it. They get on top, and they're like, you're chasing us.
That's it.
And once you're chasing City,
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair, the first thing that came to my mind when you're talking about that was a quote from our prophet who's not here today with us, unfortunately. Once Pep Guardiola gets it right.
Ridiculous. I know, but I mean, to be fair, like against West Ham, if I'm not mistaken, I think I predicted like 5 or 6 nil.
Yeah, you did.
I think it was a given. There's no way they were not going to win that game resoundingly. And yeah, at this point, even when you're starting to get ricochets and
Things that just bounce and land right back for you.
landing right next to Haaland, surely. At this point, what are we doing?
At least try and give Haaland a tough goal to score. Like,
What are we doing?
we know he can score from anywhere. Why are you giving him the one in front of his
Letting people who posted, season 1, episode 1, now they're doing the robot.
They're doing the robot next to you.
Turkey and Reinders. They're just
But
having
to
fun.
be fair,
But they're looking
I'd like
looking
to
good.
apologize to Ryan Cherky because he's proving me wrong in a big way.
He's been on form.
Even if you look at Reinders' goal, the way Cherky
The way they
turned a tackle into a skill and a take on, because it was he turned that into a cricketer move. Because what I was like, wow, okay,
He's a baller. He's
no,
a baller.
he's doing his thing, and the goal he scored in
the
the
EFL, yeah.
taking the ball, chest down, fake shot,
Yeah.
right foot, top bends. He doesn't have a weak foot, but
Yeah.
damn, he's proving me wrong
Great sign.
in the best way possible.
Mhm.
And as long as Verts is proving me right,
That's all you care about.
Yeah, for people going for the odd, 100 millions and 80, 70, 60, he was a
Cherky was like 30, yeah,
30,
It's a bargain.
35,
It's a
yeah.
steal. But yeah, I think
actual 45. So
Wow.
something those you can't get it.
So Garnacho is both footed.
He gets both left feet. He has both weak foots. That's why you ask. Yes, no spot.
Since you're looking like a
Bro,
brother, but
I have nothing to back me up for it. How he played this past weekend, there's nothing I can say.
yeah.
Bro, Garnacho, you know what? He's not my player anymore. You deal with it.
It's like, look.
You guys want another right back. Look, he can also play left.
No. Our fullbacks are the best in the league. I think we're good on that front. I knew that would make you guys say. And let's focus on Manchester City. I think that Ryan Cherky, Haaland, and Foden, they have been the difference this past couple of games.
I think
They are on form right now. They're playing extremely well. Foden should have had a goal this game as well.
and an assist as well.
To be honest, I think Haaland just said, I'm tired of dipping. I'm not giving an assist this time. Let me bounce it off first and then I'll score.
Too many fantasy points.
Too many fantasy points. But yeah. Hey, Haaland, like, once again with his braces, should have scored a hat trick as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna wonder, does he have anything wrong with his teeth?
They post a Snapchat and tell you very serious. I think just surpassed Ronaldo. If I'm not Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo's
goals in the Premier League. Yeah.
I'm not
Like
sure
half the games?
Yeah. So
And Ronaldo got what, 1-1? 103.
102.
Yeah.
Around there. Yeah.
I mean, Ronaldo, his peak years were there right now. So like, I feel like, I mean, Ronaldo is a big name, but he spent majority of his years in the Premier League trying to get good, and then that one season where he was really good, and then after that, gone. He did have the record for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most goals scored in a Premier League season.
Yeah.
Damn, from where as well? 31. Oof. Put it into perspective though. One season 31, and then all those other seasons, you know. But to be
Then
fair,
the others also get like 20 assists as they're doing that as well. Men around the 20 goals. So it's no Premier League legends. But
I'm wondering.
Alexis Fabregas?
No, it's not Sanders. It's Henry. Bro, that season that Ozil was supposed to break that.
Yeah.
Giroud took we already knew we had at least like 10 games to go, and he was at the brink of the record.
He was on 18 assists at the time with how many games to go? We only got one assist with that.
Donuts. Then he's there on Sky Sports at we were almost there, and bro, it was you. But tell me, that's okay.
That's a story for another day.
That's a different
story for another day. But yes, I look, Manchester City doing Manchester City things. What can we say? It is going to be interesting to see if they do get their hands on the number one spot. What happens to Arsenal? Do they crumble under pressure? Do they keep going the way they have been going most of the season and keep winning?
Yeah.
Speaking about Arsenal, they did win in this past weekend, courtesy of a Gyökeres penalty, taken really well. I mean, this is what happens when supposedly he gets in front of goal.
When he does.
Because,
If the defender is not making a last ditch tackle, that's
last ditch.
Yeah.
He loses.
He loses for that.
They know last ditch tackles, man. It's first ditch tackles.
Did you watch the same game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Did you watch the same game? Oh, Tarkovsky was working overtime, trying to
Against who?
contain Gyökeres.
Victor.
Victor Gyökeres.
You were working overtime to contain game.
Hey, Everton put in a shift. They defended really well, and they had to remind you, because every time when we decided to actually play 4 or 5 quick passes, we were creating quite a few chances.
With Gyökeres?
No, with Arsenal as a collective. I'm talking about one chance.
But,
I'm talking about the one chance that he
had a few chances as Arsenal as
the one
club,
chance that he could have scored, mind you, which I would have wanted him to actually potentially do a Ronaldo chop or cut back. Because at that point Tarkovsky was already on a yellow, and you can already see he's one of these defenders who goes in for
your target here is to fish for another penalty.
It's not fishing. It's not in the game. It's not in the game.
This guy,
You played
they
the
look
game
for
no.
this guy said you look for set piece anyway. Even your striker, you're through on goal. Look for the defender.
No. He wasn't through. He wasn't through.
But to be fair, it's Gyökeres. Just give him a penalty. Are we sure?
He wasn't through on goal. It was actually.
Well, to be fair, how he took this penalty. You're saying that as an Arsenal supporter.
You know, one is different.
Yeah, one is pressure.
You're running.
There's pressure next to you.
You know, this guy is like he wears Timberlands, bro, and he's laying back. Because, bro, I'm telling you, I genuinely think that penalty you wanted even to take it as low, but then it just went like.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Mind you, this is the same.
To be fair,
I can allow you to speak because João Pedro contributed to your draw. There's some people here who are talking as if
Atiquinha scored.
That's not just striker.
The striker.
He can play
That's not just striker. That's not just striker.
But we both versatile players.
You see,
And Bumo
when he starts like that,
and Bumo has 6 goals in the Premier League. Please relax.
bro.
Relax.
Talk about people in AFCON.
You know what? If Mama comes back, let's say he goes the distance in AFCON, and he comes back and Gyökeres still has a past him in goals, and Gyökeres is a striker.
That's very possible.
Apparently playing in a better team.
So, it's not apparently. It is a better team. But mind you, again, he's a different... So, if you want to go in the details, we can. He's a different type of player to Mbeumo. And...
yeah, because one is a winger, one is a striker.
Exactly.
Go on.
Exactly. So, when most teams...
Gyökeres is penalties, mate. Mbeumo doesn't even. He doesn't take penalties.
Why doesn't he take that? We can't? He's
Well, he
not-
can, but we've got a much more leak on we want to take.
like Gyökeres is resounding penalty yeah, mustard. Yeah, I'm giving you this moment because even I'm going to be ridiculous because personally that's a game winning penalty by Gyökeres. You know, that's a striker who's won the game for us. That's 3 points in the bag. So you can talk all you want, but Victor Gyökeres won the game for us this weekend.
I generally think the defender who went to defend with his hands.
That's what me I was trying to say.
That's not my
That's not a problem in the game.
I was gonna say the biggest talking point for me in your game, to be honest, was Gyökeres how he played it in game, not on his own as jokes, and we'll always
He had he had touches in the box, but in here.
yeah. But the penalty was fantastically taken. That one hands down to Gyökeres. The shot power was through the roof, and there's a good penalty. But what was that defender doing? Because do you have agents who will send to other teams to help you?
He I think he played in his high school days, academy days. He was also playing ball in he was elite blocker.
I think so.
You know what?
That technique was
I
beautiful.
think someone should go and check.
What
Go in the
makes-
mooks.
what actually always makes me laugh is the fact that he still, mind you, he knows what he did. There are probably, let's say, maybe 40 cameras around the stadium.
Could even be more.
Once it goes to VR and the referee makes the decision for the penalty, my God,
You're still protesting.
you'd think that it was somebody else. You'd think that somebody's like, what? Me? Who me?
What handball? What handball?
Absolutely, but it always gets me. But I mean, football players, we can go into
We've seen this before with Caicedo, and now this. It happens.
I'm even thinking, did I
do that correct?
I'm like,
You look at the replay like,
Yeah, right.
but fair enough to Arsenal. I think doing what needs to be done and winning the game, seeing the game through. Although there was a talking point of whether Everton deserved a penalty or not, I think that it was a penalty because Saliba does kick Barry and
I think anybody with eyes thinks it's a penalty, though. To be fair,
so what are you trying to say about the people in the VR?
the league is blind.
So
Still legally blind.
I'm not too sure how there's what we know about at least VAR, or at least what we can say is consistent, is the inconsistency. Because I believe Van Dijk, if I'm not wrong, if it wasn't against Brighton or at a team that's pretty much the same kind of situation where strikers has kicked the ball before the defender kicks it, but yeah, it's obviously unintentional, and that was given as a penalty. So I was thinking, oh, that's 1-1 right there, or if not, it's a penalty. Maybe Raya saves it, but I mean, you're looking at maybe there's an angle that shows maybe if Saliba's knee slightly touched the ball before Barry kicks it, and then Saliba kicks his foot, and then that's not clear and obvious. So you're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but at the end of the day, like if you're now in the other shoes of being an Everton fan or an Arsenal fan, that happens to my team, I'm asking questions, and I'm definitely asking questions.
was, but for me, another error by the VAR people. But I think I'm starting to think the Premier League does this on purpose, just to keep engagement, engagement up, to keep people talking about these things. Because some of them don't make sense to me. Because there's no way you look at that and be like, you don't look like a penalty.
That's what I was talking about.
I mean, he kicked the guy, but we gave this key last week as a penalty.
Yeah.
We can't be giving it every week. So like that for me doesn't make sense. Like, I think the moment you have a video available, you should not be making errors. So it comes to a point you start thinking it's a choice. It's a choice that they're making to be inconsistent with these decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think now.
Because mind you, again, like, is it a question of having at least, maybe not all referees, but at least referees in the VR room being ex-players? Maybe that will help in understanding context and being a bit more consistent. because I'm not understand, like, is it because Barry did have a chance to get the ball, but then again, that's still like anywhere else in the pitch, regardless of whether he can't get the ball or not, it's a foul.
Yeah.
So you're left confused actually, because you're not sure what to expect. And again, even if we go to you on the child, but the chances all if they're arguing shoulder to shoulder, but literally if somebody charges at you and budges you down and then saying it's shoulder, yeah. So it's yeah, it's one of those where you're hoping that for all teams it's kind of corrected throughout the season, but there'll always be one or two grievances you feel like this week, you're hard done by, the next week another team is hard done by, and you hope you at sad point you on top as you go to equal this out, which I mean for such a league that's watched rugby around the world and probably is, as people say, the best league in the world in terms of competitiveness. You want the same level, at least the refereeing to be close to the same level of competitiveness and professionalism you see in the league. But yeah, for me that was a penalty. You're also looking at certain points in the game. Again, mind you, that's a wonderful stadium as well. That's the first time we played in Everton Stadium. I think they can use that and make it a fortress, and they can hopefully stay in the Premier League at least for this season and push on to the heights they had in the 70s 60s. But I think the no, it's not that's when
That's the truth.
yeah, but there was one particular piece of the stadium, we'd say the pitch in itself, this one post in the second half that decided to come into it was in the action at all times. You're thinking
it was a 12th man.
you're thinking, yeah,
12th man, yeah.
If anybody is getting a chance, it's Trossard. That was laid on a plate by Rice. Here you're thinking 2-0, we're going back to London, 3 points in the bag, post. Then play on the right with Saka, Odegaard cuts it back, Zubimendi, post. You're thinking, hey. And then now the fans are starting to get into the game. You're like, oh, now it's like a draw. Yeah. Again, mind you, the City, you already know I've taken top spot for a couple hours now. But at least we saw it through. It was good to get a clean sheet. We hadn't had one in a while, away from home as well, mind you, because it was, I think, 3 games, if I'm not wrong: Sunderland, Chelsea, and Aston Villa, that we didn't win. So
yeah, I think you guys. I think Ryan's now up to 9 clean sheets this season. First in the league.
Yeah,
that's Man City and Chelsea are second.
So it was good. It was good to see it through and see at least we still have that resiliency, that basically like communication and seeing the game through at least was what I like to see. But you're hoping that this isn't basically the title races of old, where we're kind of hanging in there until City get to us and then we basically get second place once again. But also just having some resounding victories also helps the confidence and morale of the team.
It does help, but like for you guys, like there's something I was looking at and I was thinking about this. Arsenal right now, the form and momentum you guys have, I don't know how to put this exactly. You guys can jump in here, but like it seems like even when you're unlucky, it still works out. Because in this game, don't get me wrong, we talked about those posts. You guys should have and could have had a lot more goals to kill that game, but luck was on your side. But she's enough to continue, right? Then you look at a team like Man U, for example, who morale and form are not on their side right now, but luck wasn't on their side. They could have gotten a few more goals, but it didn't help them win the game, right? And I don't know what powers those be.
it's not necessarily powers, but it's more so to do with the organization and the defending. Because if you can fall back on something, regardless of whether you're missing chances or not necessarily playing to the best of your ability, going forward, if you have some semblance of organization at the back, where people are actually mostly doing what they're supposed to do, at least what I see from most of Arsenal players is there's at least that pride in blocking a cross or blocking a shot. Things like that actually go a long way to still keeping you in the game, or at least still keep you with a lead or whatever whatever the case may be. And I think for United, that's not something I see, at least in the game that I watch, where it's like for the second goal, maybe the Dalot is should be a little bit don't block the cross.
Yeah.
It's Euro get excited
Those
things like that.
small mistakes.
Timber like Saliba, like mind you, even Zubi met the Rice. Even our midfielders, people look at
It's the
have
passion.
pride and passion in.
It's the passion that people have for defending that we're lacking at the moment. And that's why I say players like Blit and Martinez, when they're playing, they have that passion. When they make a block, when they make a challenge, they're getting up in there, celebrating that. These kids at the moment, they still don't have that. They don't treat it as if it's like, for a defender, you need to be treating getting a block in like a goal.
Like it's a goal, yeah.
You need to be striving for that. I don't have that. And it's good when you watch Arsenal play, when someone gets a tackle in, the rest of the difference comes in. Like, whoa, pushes him and yes.
Good one.
Yeah.
It makes you want even more. And it's all about incentive. But that being said, Arsenal kept another clean sheet. What can you say? They scored, won the game. Interesting to see how it works out. And
It was good to see another stint for Jesus as well. I'm starting to see at least now we have two different options. Yes, we may say Gyökeres may not be probably the best striker to have with teams that have that low block, but with Jesus, you're always seeing that those intricacies coming in, making those connections there with be it Saka, be it Odegaard, the quick passes, 1-2s. I think that we have a chance with him as chances will be there for sure. Chances will be there.
yeah, good to see Jesus back, and let's see how it works out for. I mean, he might get Gyökeres out of the team, but that remains to be seen. Now we're gonna move on to the previews for next weekend. I know United's playing Newcastle on Boxing Day. The only game on Boxing Day, by the way. That's how you know. Big club, guys.
So will
You guys are being the only club playing on a particular day for a couple of games this month. That's not really surprising.
You see, Boxing Day. Boxing Day is a special day for Premier League. Boxing Day is always the day that you have 10 fixtures played at the same time. So it's always like that kind of like it's a known thing. And so when this year it was announced that there would only be one game on Boxing Day, it was like what?
Yeah.
And then,
It's Man U, Newcastle.
United, Newcastle. Man, just play well. You know what? Just play well. It would be good to get 3 points, but just play well. Give me something to hope for. I don't expect much now with the injuries that we have and the players missing. I don't expect too much, but
So
hoping the rest.
Yeah. So what do you think the scoreline will be?
I think it's gonna be a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Yeah, I'm not liking, especially if they do start majority of. I'm seeing your
I don't think we'll get.
your midfield.
I know you're quality.
Yeah, sure.
The performance that Nigeria. No, I think that because Casemiro is back.
Okay, yeah, Casemiro and Martinez.
I think the performance that Martinez put in, not coming in as a CDM, you can play him.
Yeah, the problem is the actual ground that the Newcastle midfielders cover.
That's the issue.
That's what I'm seeing there. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Playing Newcastle in a long day anyway.
Yeah.
It's always a long day.
And it's funny. Now that's when Elanga's shooting will
Surprisingly
work.
That's when he'll shoot and he'll go in.
Yeah.
But I'll go to Judo. What about you?
I'd say 2-1 Newcastle.
Okay.
He's gonna say 2-1 as well for Newcastle too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But 2-1 Newcastle.
Let's see how it goes. Chelsea finally play Aston Villa.
It looks like we're just switching our opponents. How was it? Partners. Damn. Pause. Anyway, I think I really want Chelsea to win. We can't be now 10 points behind Aston Villa. That's just gonna be devastating. But then again, I saw how they played against you guys, and we need to close down Morgan Rogers. I don't trust Chelsea. It's not about them. If Chalobah is slipping around and Morgan Rogers is right there, I can't see another finesse shot going in against Chelsea. So yeah, I'm thinking probably it's gonna be a very close one. Something probably like I'm thinking also 2-1 to Chelsea.
To Chelsea, yeah, interesting. I see. I think you guys have the personnel to win the midfield battle. I think that's the key.
The key thing.
Onana, Tillmans, McGinn coming inside from the right. Pause. Cutting in. Yeah,
That's better.
there you go. So I think that will be the key. And then you're looking for a moment of brilliance, maybe from Joe Pedro or Cole Palmer.
Oh, he or something was like Garnacho by mistake, but right. So he did not. I knew not. I did not. I did not. but yeah, I think Chelsea. But I think it'll be probably a 1-1 draw. Good. Yeah. I think Aston Villa win 3-2.
Oh damn. Okay, we should see what happens. We've got every item available.
10 points behind.
Yeah.
Let's become a 3-horse race, and then the rest of the pack.
Unfortunately, so. What about you? I mean, what about Arsenal?
Arsenal, I think. Well, yes, Brighton, but first we have the EFL fixture. But Brighton, I believe, if we rest a couple people for that Crystal Palace fixture at home, I'm looking at hopefully 2-0 win. Another clean sheet will be good. Another Gyökeres goal will also not be too, right?
Let's not be ambitious. You were saying realistic things in the beginning. Now you're just being ambitious.
Yes, 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0.
I actually think you guys are gonna win 3-0. No, I don't think Gyökeres is scoring. But we're gonna win 3. You're definitely getting a clean sheet for sure.
I don't know, maybe not.
I think it depends on whether Welbeck is back or not. I think if Welbeck is back, yeah, it's a danger.
It's a danger, but I think you guys can.
Yeah, it's 2-0, especially because it's potentially. I mean, you don't look for anything. You deal with what's in front of you. Potentially a weekend where Dunk City may draw, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Who does City play?
I want them to do. I believe they're playing. No, I want them to draw. I believe they're playing. No, they're not playing Sunderland. I believe they're playing. Who are they playing? Actually, I've forgotten. Who are they playing? I looked at bro. You should be quick. Bro, it's late. It's late. I know. No, it's a team. I know it's a team they can draw, which I'm happy about. Who is it?
I thought it did.
They're not trying.
Who is it?
Nottingham Forest.
I was hoping Nottingham Forest from last season.
Even if they're away, I still think City are definitely winning that game. I'm thinking maybe 4-0.
I think City win 3-0, yeah. Haaland scoring 2 goals. Braces again.
I'm hoping that there's a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw.
That's what you're hoping.
Yeah, but I think it'll be probably 3-0.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic.
Because I was looking ahead at the fixtures. Cause I'm already planning. We're looking through January, and Sunderland is coming up next. We'll talk to them. I already sent Chaka a message, and it's Sunderland at home. But we'll get that next year.
3 okay, gents, it's time for me to go get my medicine or something. Because now we're down.
You need some lozenges, bro.
Yeah, we're struggling here. Thank you guys for being here with us, and obviously we appreciate you all the time for watching us, and your support means so much to us. We appreciate all the likes and the subscriptions. Please keep sharing as much as you can, and we can't wait to have you again next week. And with that,
and one more thing, it may be the top, just like the Morgan Rogers goal. I believe if we've forgotten our love responses would be somewhere around here.
Yes,
that's why the first goal, right? Somewhere around there. Lovely sponsors there.
But yes, our sponsors, yes, we always have them in our minds, and they're always sponsoring us and pushing us to achieve greatness here at Father Pack. And with that, we cannot wait to see you again next week. And as we always say, we're chilling.
Valid.